ironically enough, R. Kelly and his team is using a similar strategy that got him off before. That strategy is, I don't know what them chicks is talking about. BBN, Jack Frost. What's up, party people? So yeah. So apparently, R. Kelly and his lawyers have decided that the defense that they're going to have in this specific case that's going on against him now, even though there's even more evidence coming out, and even though there is a tape that allegedly has R. Kelly in the midst of sexual having in the actual act of having sexual intercourse with a minor. They're saying that this tape exists. Obviously, we didn't see this tape yet. CNN allegedly has this tape, and they were, I believe, the first actual outlet to say that they seen it or have it or whatever the case might be. So R. Kelly right now prepares to spend, it says, another night in jail. So even though he was given bail, I think his bail was set like $1 million or something like that. And in such a case, he would only have to, well, I know only have to spend $100,000. That's one thing to say, but you know, yeah, $100,000 is a lot of money. But he has $1 million bail, and so therefore he has to pay $100,000. So it says that he's gonna prepare to spend another night in jail here. Shout out to Complex, by the way. So he's allegedly gonna spend another night in jail. So I'm guessing they didn't make bail. His attorney Brian Nix is trying to shed more light on the situation. And basically, they're saying they're disappointed by the unsubstantiated allegations, which I don't really understand how there can be actual tape. Okay, let's go to the beginning for a second so people that might not know can know this. The whole thing is, an individual had a tape of R. Kelly allegedly having sex with a minor. They took that tape and they took it down to, I believe, I don't know if they gave it to CNN first, but I'm going to assume CNN had the tape first, because I don't see how the DA would have the tape and then be like, oh man, let's make sure we get this to CNN. I don't really see how that can happen. But in all honesty and fairness, the police, the DA or whoever, have been known, or have in the past, should I say, leaked information, because it's hard sometimes to convict a public personality that people might, feel positively about. So sometimes information is leaked so they could sway public opinion, and it makes it a little bit easier for them to do their job. So it wouldn't be out of left field if a DA or somebody got some information on a public figure and said, you know what, we want to convict this guy. It's not going to be easy because he's gotten off before on these same charges. So what we want to do before we even go to trial is let it be leaked. And that's gonna, when we're searching through the jury pool now, you're kind of tainted the prospective jurors. Anyway, so for some strange reason, they're saying that the Robert Sylvester Kelly, that's R. Kelly, for everybody that don't know, he's disappointed because he's saying that these claims are unsubstantiated allegations of sexual abuse involving minors. Now, once again, the tape is supposed to have him in the act of having sex with a minor. So just so we could be clear on that. He believes that the scripted documentary by Lifetime has created collusion between and amongst female friends who have been converted to be now victims. Now, see, this is the thing, okay? a lot of these, quote unquote female friends, some of them are actually claiming that they had sexual relations with R. Kelly before they were of legal age. So for him to now, pardon me, say or to try to come across as he has no idea what these people's issues might be. Sometimes we suffer things when we're children and we don't understand the gravity of how it affects us or how it molds us or creates us and turns us into the adult that we're going to be. So often you might have somebody who, while they were in an abusive situation, didn't quite see it for what it was. Then when they become an adult, they can better understand how being in, this relationship or isn't conducive with them being able to, be the type of adult that they would want to be, because they went through either trauma or they lived in a manner that people just don't live in. I mean, when you have I don't really want to call them a harem, but when you have a women that you're dating and they can't even leave out of the room without first asking for permission, they can't do anything on their own. They can't have any basic autonomous thought. And you grow from like this when you're 15, 16 years old, and now you're an adult, you're a grown woman. There's gonna be psychological, problems. There's gonna be issues. So now these women are now adults, and they're going around, and they're meeting people outside of that little circle, and there's a good chance that they are now understanding the abuse that they actually was under. So, as he's trying to say, we were friends, and now people are basically pitting them against him. I just think it's a situation where now they have the opportunity to have their eyes opened. Now, with all that being said, all this is still just allegations. I think the allegations have been pretty consistent. I don't see really anywhere where people are alleging things that, you got numerous different people alleging the same things, and some of them really don't know each other well, I would assume. And then also you got to think about it like this: when they was doing the actual documentary, these women were able to get together and speak, openly about their experiences, and that might have changed a couple of their minds also. Anyway, yeah, so they got the Lifetime. It premiered on Lifetime in early 2019. It definitely ignited outrage publicly over the singer's history and the allegations of his sexual misconduct. But as terrible as I think, that was also, don't be confused. In addition, I think just the psychological trauma that he was causing to these females by treating them like they had to be so subservient to him in a nation, in a country where, women and men have equal rights. And I'm not saying that like that's some kind of big, I can't believe that they have equal rights. I'm saying there's other countries where women don't have the same rights as men. And in America, women and men have equal rights, or, that's the portrayal. Because you could also say, well, women don't really got equal rights. Men get paid more than them. Yeah, I get what you're saying. But a man really isn't supposed to be able to tell a woman she can't speak. That's kind of way overboard and crazy in this nation that we live in. Anyway, so it seems like he's still locked up. This is what I'm hearing. I'm not 100% sure. They're saying that he's still locked up. We're going to see what happens with these charges. I mean, at the end of the day, you got to look at it like this. If there's even a little bit of evidence that there's been any kind of sexual misconduct with children, with a child, he is going to be held responsible. You better believe that. He is not going to be able to be found not guilty a second time, if there's even a chance. Because first, there's the other allegation that a lot of people believe he was guilty of in the first place. You see, this is the thing. Let's say you rob a bank. No, let's not even do rob a bank. Let's say people believe that you're committed a crime. Okay, they bring you in. They be like, oh, you committed this crime right here. Let's say it's murder. Right? And then you go to trial. They do not convict you. You come home. But after you go to trial and come home, there's still a large contingency of people who actually believe that you did it and that the jury got it wrong. If you commit any more crimes, yeah, they're going to hold you responsible, not just for the crime that you currently are being accused of committing, but also, in addition to that, they're going to hold you responsible for that crime that you got away with. And that's a fact. Like, comment, subscribe. Join the notification gang. Hashtag Bronx Bombers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I got on this one. I'm out. If you like this video, please hit the like and subscribe button. If you would like to help dictate the direction that this channel takes, please leave a comment. All comments are appreciated, whether positive or negative. Thank you very much and enjoy your day. And remember, positive thoughts cause for positive things to happen. Let's get it.